afternoon sports slate with the queen, Micah K. This is Go Talk Tuesdays. Now remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. Now, this is somebody that was well loved, well respected, somebody that was near and dear to the city of Detroit. His name is Barry Sanders. That's right. This person was a light, a joy. Listen, sports can change, can make a city vibrant. You got to understand when we talking about sports. Now, when you talk about Barry, listen, people would actually tape this man's games. That's how great he was. Because they had to rewind the tape because he had did something so special. You had to pause it and go back just to, get a glimpse to see like, oh my God, did this man really just do what I think he did? And back then they didn't have internet. They didn't have social media. So they had to do what they had to do. They had to listen. They had to get it in to see somebody like Barry because he was so legendary, okay? Barry played 10 years with the Lions, okay? And Barry and the Lions went to the playoffs 6 times while he was there. Now, in 1991, the Lions posted the best record in franchise history. Okay, the record was 12-4. Now, that was the Lions' first playoff win since 1957. Barry helped that organization to be at least good and worthy because we know the Lions have had so many bad times, bad years, okay? Let me just say less with that. Y'all get my drift. Now, Barry retired from the NFL with it being 1,457 yards short of the career rushing record. Now, if you from the city, okay, you love the Lions, you love Barry, even if you wasn't. If you just love Barry Sanders, you wanted that man to break the record. Now, which was crazy is, listen, my dad it was a huge debate, okay, in the household. He always said, if Barry didn't retire at the age of 30, he would have definitely had the all-time rushing record. He would have beat the record. It would not have been Emmitt Smith. Okay? That was huge. That was a big debate. People still talk about that to this day. Now remember, July 27th, 1999, that is when, Barry Sanders retired, all right? That's when it happened. He had a lot of pressure he had to deal with. That's why I say sports is never just sports, because it teaches you so much about life, okay? It's not just about being on the field, but off the field and how you handle yourself. Now, mind you, Barry was really humble. When he would, make his touchdowns, he would just pass the ball right back to the ref. He didn't really showboat like how some other athletes did, especially at that time in that era. That was unheard of. Barry wasn't as big as some people on individual stats and success. He wanted the team, and most importantly, you could tell, especially after retirement, he really wanted to take his team to the Super Bowl. He wanted the team as a whole to win and just enjoy making it to the promised land and getting that trophy, okay? But, listen, he had to deal with pressure from his dad, from the fans, from management, but Barry did something that a lot of people don't know how to do. Trust their instincts. Go with their first mind instead of listening to the outside noise. A lot of people let other people get in their ear, and then they make decisions that they wish they really shouldn't have made at the end of the day. And then they have regrets, because adults in life, you live and you learn, but some people have a lot of regrets. But Barry said, listen, no, I'm going to do it my way, on my time. And let me go to my handy dandy laptop. Okay, listen, what he said was, my desire to exit the game is greater than my desire to remain in it. And I felt like, wow, that's a powerful statement, because he letting you know, I will control my destiny. So he's letting you know, and no matter what anybody else say, I feel like it's my time to go. So you learn so much. And Barry, basically, he made the best possible decision that was best for him at that time. And listen, I can give you guys so many stats. Like I said, one of the stats that's crazy to me is, before he retired, Sanders' rushing totals for the previous 5 seasons were 1,883, 1,500, 1,553, 2,053, and 1,491. Then those years also produced 3 of his top 4 seasons for rushing yards per carry of 5.1, 5.7, and 6.1. So that's crazy in itself. Then let's go back his college days in Oklahoma State, which is crazy. He scored on his first touch in 1988, and it was a kick return. He has so many records broken even at Oklahoma State. And that's another thing where he went with his first mind. His dad didn't want him to go to Oklahoma State, but Barry said, no, I want to make the best decision that was right for him. So it's a lot of things. Look how his career, look at his decision making, what he did. It's deep. And he showed you too, it's not just about individual stats, it's about caring for others. Go back in his life. What happened in high school? Listen, I can go there, but we gonna hold up. We gonna pump the brakes. Now, Afternoon Sports Slay has something new in store for all my slayers and slayettes and my new subscribers. Listen, I got trivia. Now this is something new. We testing the waters. There will be ticket giveaways. I got the plug. Now, due to COVID, it won't be right away. You know how things are right now. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the first trivia question, okay? How many yards did Barry Sanders need in the final game of the 1990 season to finish as the league's rushing champion? And then when you guys answer that, I'll probably come back on here for Go Talk Tuesdays next week or write it on Facebook to tell you it's a story behind that as well, okay? Now, another thing is, what position, this is question number 2, what position did Barry Sanders play in high school at Wichita North High before becoming a running back? Okay, this was his junior year. What position was it? Now, the first person to comment for these answers will be the winner. Okay, you guys will definitely be, I say the first person or the first 2 people will be the winners. Now I might switch it up a little bit. We gonna see how this goes. Now, remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. This is Afternoon Sports Slay with the Queen, Micah K. This is Go Talk Tuesdays. Now, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button and that notification bell. There will definitely be more content on the way. So much more in store. Coming soon. I'm out.